Flight 19. A group of 5 General Motors TBM Avenger torpedo bomber aircrafts lost contact and vanished over thin air on December 5, 1945, during a United States Navy training flight from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Other aircrafts which vanished include Tudor Star Tiger, a passenger aircraft flying to Jamaica in 1949. Flight 441, a naval aircraft on the way to Portugal in 1954. DC-3 passenger airplane flying to Miami in 1948. The ghost ships which disappeared similarly include the boat known as Mary Celeste, which never arrived at its destination in 1872. The boat was found with no humans dead or alive. An American boat named Ellen Austin passed another ship in the same area where the other ship was sailing at full speed but with no passengers on board. One of the most unpopular ghost ships was the Carol A. During. In 1921, it was sailing from Brazil to Maine, later found abandoned with none of the people in it. Now, we are going to analyze about this issue. What may be the likely causes? Is it the magnetic properties of the rocks under the sea? Air bubbles caused by methane gas emissions in the sea? Or the Sargasso Sea, where objects mysteriously disappear for no apparent reason, actually spontaneously teleporting to this other dimension? No? How does the airplanes crash if it happens in the water? Is it the alien activity or UFOs? Likewise, there are numerous theories that are believed to cause the disappearance in this area. What might have caused the disappearance? Does the black hole or general relativity theory have a hand in this mystery? Let's find out. For that, we need to understand theory of relativity, special relativity and general relativity. Special relativity is a theory of the structure of the space-time discovered by Albert Einstein, where the laws of physics are the same for all observers in any inertial frame of reference relative to one another. Principle of relativity. The speed of light in vacuum is the same for all observers regardless of their relative motion or of the motion of the light source. Two events simultaneous for one observer may not be simultaneous for another observer if the observers are in relative motion. Mass energy equivalence. Energy E is equal to mass m into, which is multiplied by c squared, the speed of light squared. Energy and mass are equivalent. General relativity was developed by Einstein in the years 1907 to 1915, which states that the states of accelerated motion and being at rest in a gravitational field, for example, when standing on the surface of the earth, are physically identical. Black holes. It is a great amount of matter closely packed into a very small area. Imagine a star 10 times more massive than the sun squeezed into a sphere, approximately the diameter of a city. As a result, we get a strong gravitational field so that nothing, not even light, can escape. Black holes were predicted by Einstein's theory of general relativity. When a massive star collapses or dies, a dense residual core of it remains. If mass of the core is one more than about 3 times the mass of the sun, then the force of gravity overpowers or overwhelms all other forces and produces a black hole, sucking in or absorbing every little thing that comes near it. But black holes are present in space and not on Earth. So these cannot be an explanation for this mystery. The Sargasso Sea. This is a region of the Atlantic Ocean bounded by 4 currents forming an ocean gyre. Unlike all other regions called seas, it has no land boundaries. It is distinguished from other parts of the Atlantic Ocean by its characteristic brown sargassum seaweed and often calm blue water. The sea is bounded on the west by the Gulf Stream, on the north by the North Atlantic Current, on the east by the Canary Current, and on the south by the North Atlantic Equatorial Current. The four together forming a clockwise circulating system of ocean currents, termed the North Atlantic Gyre. It lies between 20 degrees and 35 degrees north and 40 degrees and 70 degrees west, and is approximately 1100 kilometers, which is 600 nautical miles wide by 3200 kilometers, 1750 nautical miles long. Bermuda is near the western fringes of the sea. Ships and aircrafts likely disappear without trace in this region. What is Bermuda Triangle? It is an area of the western North Atlantic Ocean between the US state of Florida, the Bermuda Island, and the Central American islands. Vincent H. Gladys first coined the phrase Bermuda Triangle in a pulp magazine article in 1964. The actual cause of this Bermuda effect is still a mysterious phenomenon. All these disappearances were caused in this area called the Bermuda Triangle. And this phantomly mysterious phenomenon is yet to be discovered and proved and still remains a mystery.